Yo, soda, bro. Yo. Oh yeah, man. I'm just trying to do a little something, you know. Nothing too special.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20. Yard line.
Oh. All right, boys. Just like last week.
Yellow. That's a line. Watch it out. 25. Check 25. Attack. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's checking. Crack. 43. Watch twist.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Hit the
and
hole.
not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Yellow. Big egg. Yellow. Check.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
What's the deal, my boy?
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nigga, what's that shit you posted on your list?
That's the same shit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
What you about to do? Where you at the house?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss.
Hey, hold on. Right
just
real
gave
quick,
up
bro.
another
I'm playing
one
this
now.
game, bro. I can't
They
even
don't seem
talk
to
to
be
you, bro.
working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Oh, bounce out. No!
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
Line
up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott will let it. And this is caught inside the 5.
Hell no.
To the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
All out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go. 46. No.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Come on out. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
There you go. Hey, chill. 47, 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott able to haul it in as Kittle. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, my God.
In the end zone, it's incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play. Here we go.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fournette. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Yes, sir.
November.
Here we go.
They would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You're throwing a pick, man. Come on.
On third down, it's Prescott.
What I tell you, man, he's throwing a pick, man. Come on.
Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You ready?
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see
ready, man. It's finna start now.
You don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here we go. It's starting.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Let's go.
By the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away
empty.
It's caught by OBJ. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Come on.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot.
Oh, come on, Michael.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing now is Mahomes. On On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
66. Bullet high.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second and 12, Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they try the right side here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
He's coming. We got double up. Go to 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Here we go. Going to 53. Shoot! Watch the shoot! 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Come on, man.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm coming after you, Charlie.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes dancing to his left. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now a carry here for their fullback.
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second down 6 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Light. Small. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow.
From the 41, Mahomes being chased down left. That's out to Chubb, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Let's go!
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I peeked. Yeah. Low key.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check 31, check 31. Big dance. Come. Over 154, right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
We got 4.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Key 26, key 26.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got it.
Touchdown!
Take it
Let's
into
go.
the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock.
You said what, bro?
So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ah, get that ball out of there.
Out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Oh my
He's
fucking
got
god.
his man, that's Wallace.
Nigga.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
There we go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Off the play fake. Prescott going up top. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Mahomes going to throw out to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Mahomes. And Thomas has it. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
I thought I was back
stayed in
foot.
great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
you know, it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team is expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
this dude. Because he said he's going to get back on.